spray ni bigu microphone mano for bogum muntwa ya abrefo a obo spray no egu microphone muntwa no mama ne mrem mama ne mrem mo sister yeah boy ya ho pa na e ofia ha very beautiful
2019 January 2019 and na minga cold na cough until me call hospital so for a while until I said me call hospital after taking several calls.
Just say one kasa.
Yeah, kasa.
And 2019 no na when you're cold and wo wasong kakra kaho and what they call a hospital no.
Passion.
And a year day.
It's a banesa no. Your call no also yes be treating me for infection.
Okay.
And malaria because now feel makuma so bought in tentam.
Hey.
Enti edru baby na me heart rate the way kono na doctor no ye ne say bia e be ya akuma yare. So ma me koye HCG en ne keka ho. Ba me ba fie bia de bia na ade no so increase more.
Okay.
To the extent said that come call hospital no before say me call consulting room me collapse. No mo check me pulse na my heart rate was around 130. Enti oditani me and yes yenye further labs any investigation to me sound bad fear but still not me 2 months in me. I was getting weaker and weaker. See one day I was there and I'm catching me kun say if I saw me coach chest straight.
Mr. Ben Smith.
If I try.
Okay.
I saw you try chest straight. I did hear say what is going on. But now me this left side of the chest and so yeah me yeah. And I can say yeah I be call without any doctor's prescription. You call her na say almost say I'm X-ray mommy. Now I just want to see what's going on, but me need any prescription. I met a young lady, she understood my situation, yeah mommy. So you know say, Madam, me pacho, so bet me if I call your doctor here. And I'm say okay, Martin.
But your man we no cancer.
Yeah.
No man reason behind the cancer.
Okay. If you me call hospital, me they chair doctor no. Or here pen no say, okay, I feel no matter what say. But for some time I may hand again say, oh mommy coach CT scan. So in drew ho until the but and also here no say Mr. CT scan is so coacha. Because I can see as your heart looks bigger than the normal size. I'm sure okay. No my prescription saying coacha. So you call Akai House near coacha CT scan. Then results nearby no and now I just say there's a big tumor in my chest. At that makomaso in our face I cover about left side of the lung and our man see a big lungs in a son sikina akomano it's a tumor nika see anything ama akomano so airborne tentem and one in sona gina lungs in lungs no so inframa fe na honyina white it's not me bo wa pa it's omoye say no so me fan call back to the hospital. So me call and the chair doctor and us know immediately that day na or my refer call lebu cardio. So almost here and say then they should find out what is causing the tumor. Okay. So I'm saying inquire biopsy. Results nearby no. Na almost say cancerous. Wow. But the type of cancer no first biopsy nearby or say diffuse B-cell lymphoma. But pathologists before so very easy results now catching so sample no it wasn't well preserved papa until kobenya and come some koya biopsy bio. At that time catching now was still in pain see catching so bet you manage you so don't you so nisa it's results never out no or cancer and no. And you mess up biopsy to be sure of it. Next as a treatment, be I move forward.
Okay, so that's the result on TV. Is that your result?
No, that's not my result.
That's not your result.
No,
okay.
No.
Okay.
That's not it.
Pull it down.
It's me sa koye biopsy ni bio. Me sa koye biopsy ni bio no. Then the diagnosis changed from the diffuse B-cell lymphoma to thymoma. It's 2 different cancer with 2 different treatments. Then first one no, is more of a blood cancer. So I was moved to the hematology department of Kolebu.
Okay.
In the second biopsy, I have to go back to cardio. That's more of cardiosurgeons' new work. So I'm to know the tumor is too big to resect. The best thing is to resect and remove it. It's what I have to do is to shrink it first, then no more year fever. See, I decided say radiotherapy to shrink it. Now, for some reason, not a long process be a deal or Kolebu any identity. I can say a per se a call private hospital for faster aid. It's your call Sweden Ghana Cancer Medical Center.
And no way.
Or East Legon. That's only private cancer medical center or Ghana. It's your call hono. They also saw it. And the first thing the doctor was like, thymoma, they have to resect it as soon as possible. But if they said we should do radiotherapy, we'll try and see. So all the necessary tests and labs, and then another CT scan again to confirm it. So we got your results, we met another doctor, different from the first one that we met. So I know her and not saying no. Baby, I didn't do say if you have money, some will call outside. Go on, I'm on being a cardiano, a dear tumor, no, a few, and then the necessary other things. It's Ghana had the me because machines near the me, yes, sir, surgery. So, no, now. We told them we don't know anybody outside. You don't know any medical aid. So they sent my reports through email to other hospitals, and then the Indians responded. And then that day they gave me about 2 weeks. So if you don't do anything about within 2 weeks, they are afraid that they'll lose me because it was an advanced
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
When you're ready, so go India, no?
Yes.
2 weeks and 14 days.
Yeah.
Prepare and leave Ghana.
Yeah.
She will die. So you have to be there within the 2 weeks.
And after 2 weeks, so
you have to be there within the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which means even say be 1 week crap
and yes, looking
at me now, my home no crown so so. And it wasn't easy for the family. You have to treatment plan on the buy. We need to deposit about $20,000 before you can go.
Yeah, we say. Baby, what's no casamenti?
We need to deposit about $20,000.
Oh, India,
yeah, our hospital before you can go and start the treatment.
Until within the 2 weeks, in the so necessary pay $20,000. Now, and not do any kind. And some work
transportation, new accommodation, new crowd, and no
tickets in there. Okay,
and it was a very difficult thing. Mempai boni menum now and sanchani yankopon. And he proved himself. It's in Yamiadom. Just about 3 days to the end of the 2 weeks now, the Mayan, there was a breakthrough in a The journey itself wasn't easy. Even at the airport, name me for some my main call because they are afraid I'll die on the plane. But now my shortness of breath, any me condition, I needed a medical team to go with me. It wasn't easy between my family near at that time. Now your bookie BBI, I checking one way me bag a sing chance. Mean to me. Yeah, even with business class, almost being to me. After prayers, I told my mom we should step aside and pray and leave the rest of the men to argue with them. Then the director came and said, okay, I'll let you go, but on your own risk. Then they decided to allow us to go. John the plane no me kuni. I COVID brain came to omu missing for me throughout. I couldn't breathe well and stuff.
Is that you on the plane?
No, this is a hospital in India.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a hospital in India. See, yeah, transit to Dubai. Finally.
Chairman, I'm imagining what a flight in with this height.
Yeah.
Nah.
This long distance.
Now, home normal from some level of oxygen being an in flight, even a home be sad. Now, what's some bowl coffee? What bro?
With its associated pain.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Or the blanket name it dear, Nyamon de my in a gourmet, so still no. Couldn't control it, but Nyamiadum or the Miko drew. And then the Indians were so proactive, say, you drew on.
They were
very proactive.
And then person will see some
you drew, and there was an ambulance there.
At where?
At the airport.
Who drew?
You drew, and they were there to pick me. Quickly, they make quite emergency. Because they knew the seriousness of my situation.
It's Woodrow Airport or India, no?
And the whole
ambulance, the whole medical team are here ready.
Yes.
To receive you.
Yes.
Koso.
They me call emergency. I was hospital. They me drew her now because the nature of the tumor. It's now me topping na veins, I congested. I'm a big vein because about me come home. Me nim ni na peja. Then say pictures about about me nim ni na peja.
Monfa pictures them run here.
Omoya said, to me for cannula and share me top. Okay. Me nine me feet the cannula share to stabilize me. Now the drips in the oxygen and to see me so to give me first aid and sana. So I did then about 12 team of doctors. Ebeshia and a report I did free Ghana. They were all amazed. Once again was wow, that's a big tumor sitting there. And see, now more kind of say, Maba no muntini use Ghana reporting. They also have to run their own tests and then see what they will get out of it. And see, quickly no, mommy call a PET scan, MRI, yes I CT scan bio. Yes, I other labs bio, and then another biopsy again. Within some few days now, results nearby.
Today, I'm the share name.
Yeah, I'm the share my name sustain me. The results nearby.
But now, when I say tata, so when I say,
Menasia tata. In a body, me crown so I guess you go now.
Cabo.
Now oxygen to me committee.
It's the air shady and just where I get to. Wow.
I go by and it's a results nearby, not diagnosis, not science abuse. And this time around, it was a primary.
One sunny.
Where me kimono, my body blacking. The other make kimono so effect no so.
Sister Wabro. Koso.
It's a diagnosis necessary. Primary mediastinal B-cell lymphoma. That's a form of blood cancer. So I'm buying no
why cancer.
Actually, that.
What for who is you okay.
It's a basano. No make chance. They have good news for me. That's it. The diagnosis have changed, and I no longer need surgery. Because no much surgery now. I wouldn't make it, and because of the nature of the tumor.
Where you?
Me a time magic kimono.
Oh no, where are you fed to the chemo? It's 2 net to 2. 2 net to 2.
I'm gonna about Rasta say first chemo so the actually the razor.
What's that, brah?
Oh yeah, chemo no. First cycle. Oh yeah no. Na me na be dware no. We didn't quite dware me so this upon fun it say na the tiri nyina. You say na as na the blade they use tiri hu nyina once.
Say
Kimo off.
We tiri hu nyina tiri hu so no. Yi once. You say
na e wi na what tiri hu nyina. No asaya to do.
Yes.
Be black. I'm catching say me here chemotherapy and a bit me a shrink tumor no if possible be in a few hokra until immediately no more shifting me call hematology department. But another challenge was that chemo, there's a standard chemo and commonly treated that type of blood cancer. But with the aggressiveness of my cancer, they have to use an aggressive chemo, one that is on trial. So.
Which means they have to increase its
and that one, they have to increase the dosage too.
Exactly.
And or the table we buy, and na drone was
Monfa table number, table na draw was on Monfa table number.
And see,
wow.
Mama, chemo needing RD pork.
Okay.
They combine about 6 chemotherapy drugs together and aubergine. And the way I get so strong, you have to take it for 24 hours. And a co inketi co increase even cocoa many cardiac arrest. And you lie down, you take it gradually for 24 hours, not for 500 ml. And then I have to go through 6 cycles of the chemotherapy.
Wow.
And each cycle.
Ha! Baako kura obeda ho 24 hours.
Baako ye 24.
Na drop ko.
Sa 24 hours.
24 hours.
No yes, I'm prenu.
Insia.
Each cycle no.
Each cycle need
5 bottles.
5 bottles.
You offer chemo 5 bottles. Okay, 1 cycle be over 6 cycles. But 1 cycle be an offer 5 bottles.
Sa 5 bottles na 24 hours.
And 1 bottle be for 24 hours for 1 bottle. Just a small bottle, but 1 bottle be say within 24 hours.
Chemotherapy no background.
Monfa the picture them brother na why tuntum no bra.
Ate bed no so na netunya tutu no.
Until chemo 1 bottle na all fan within 24 hours. So obeko admission.
Yeah, that's a chemo.
Waiting now all fan 24 hours.
Yeah, just this one.
For 5 days.
To go for where we are, then they will bring another one continuously for 5 days.
Mamenti na mena na ya abrewa. Sir, ya the way si so anopa 6 ah.
I just watch na 6.
Extra 6. Na we be say. Na ya sound the fofraba. Extra nopa 6. Sa na makuma
5 days, yes. Now where we are 1
cycle.
Now
and there one cycle no. Oh, 5 bottles. 1 cycle no.
When 1.
Yeah. And 2 years back 5 days with 5 bottles now. We 1 cycle.
And someone say another cycle.
Last year.
Work resting for 21 days. Then you come for another cycle.
Yeah.
Now your man you become like you are dead. You are gone.
Yeah, that's it. And with the nature of my condition.
Those of you on TV and Facebook, you will see all these things. Mm-hmm. You've gone through a lot, but we have certain some costings for you.
With the nature of my condition also. Now, omuntimi fa canola enfame sahoninti. There's a call ICU. A call special a big vein from Marseille.
Hey.
Now a line near the chemo no efa ho. Ha. Never makuma ho.
Oh dear, hold on there. Ben.
Yes, sir.
As a husband with your wife, now hospital aye ubi manso, and she going through all this. How now you feel saying?
Captain, make us say it easy. Easy. I mean, Oba. I mean, won't mean describe it, but my only thing was that Nami Jiri said life is from God. And I said Nyankopon say obe meki. That was the only thing that was keeping my mind. When we say some men who come here, one year, me find back alive. Until my only anytime be who betching be my ring the bell say life is from God. So Ben, keep calm. If you believe in him, he will make it. Because even chemo at the hospital, cancer center, they told me said they've treated thousands of cancer patients, but drug now she's the 3rd person to receive it.
India
hospital. She's the 3rd person. The first person couldn't make it. The person died through the administration. the second one is still doing it. And she's going to be the third person to mama sign death consent.
Ah,
yes.
Dabio, when no, I mean, never be said, to me. When they were here at hospital, what did they call hospital or alive?
Yeah.
Or best started process, I had the best sunny idea.
Yeah.
May I say, sign a jutum, sir, obey to you.
Yeah. They told me straight away, said she's the third person going to take this regimen.
First person.
It took them 4 days to decide.
But they really have to escalate it.
I'm saying, baby, you want to measure 14 centimeters, and it is too big. They can't do anything than to use that type of chemo. And the escalation number, it has to be very high. Now, the first time they did it, it killed the person. And the second one is still doing it. So they want me to consent, say my wife can die through the process or make it. And therefore,
I'm looking at the trauma someone is going through.
Yeah.
Signing a death, your friend say.
Consent. Yeah.
That sign because obey to me. Now what kind who says I'm from so
yeah.
Now what sign?
Yeah.
What's answer to brofonas?
What's that to brofonas was?
What's a brofonas?
Doctor for Sabas says I change much now. What's that kind? And to what sign any?
Me sign we now normally straight away then the call. I'm in the call if a ward to begin the treatment.
Okay.
Captain cancer a very just say she was at the verge of death.
Okay. Mesaba ho. My dear.
Yeah.
It's now or pevane. No nyabi. That's all coffee through wase.
I'm friend of femoral vein. If I were home,
Okay.
It's almost a year a mammy or no more found first 2-3 cycles no. When I make it fine, you back me left thigh, in a back also me right thigh. Now, unfortunately for me, during the second one, me give you be a friend of deep vein thrombosis, blood clot, eba me thigh, never far.
Hey,
Maseha.
why I see honey now?
Yeah. It's nice, Mukoi. Because it's a no so a man bet now which going to me and to me 9 about and it wasn't an easy thing. They treated it with injections, injections now copy. And our year cancer treatment now. It's not just the chemo you are taking. You take injections. A day man for cry about 4 injections.
Huh?
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Your war
Every day.
And 9.
Yeah.
That's an one day.
And that's a
Sadan that is to 4 bono.
4.
Anopa nyumbre.
Processing is about 3-4 days Vienna.
Derby every day. Thrombosis never come money 4 no because no mommy is it glycine injection. Then us me fan anopa any nyumbre never come. And now owie chemo cycle biana or white blood cells bad down. Until you have to support you with
that's
GSF.
all X-ray DBD.
Yes, this is the X-ray. First one, each tumor no size.
Tumor no eyes are white no.
Eye white, and now who ash no. To me call for no. This was taken 29 June. First one no. It was about 14 centimeters tumor. In a kata makoma no so na kata me lungs ning na so. Then after first 2 cycles of the chemo no, in a shrink bar.
That size,
5 centimeters.
That is the one.
Okay.
A shrinking. That shows that the chemo was very strong.
Yeah.
And a shrinking bar, the second one.
Okay.
And then in September 2019, that's 27 September, me sound koye, then me drew 4th cycle. Me sound koye another PET scan. That is the result of PET scan.
Okay.
PET scan when a bini Ghana ha. Na and no
Africa.
in the whole Africa, a bini Africa, just South Africa. And I am one was a treating cancer but any PET scan. And it's very, very important in cancer treatment. Me call India no, me get a PET scan no who say enye tumor and damakoma no sonkwa. Ebi wo me diaphragm. Me no be abeshe me jaw se ha. Air committee. And I have some in my kidney too. But those ones near in 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters.
CT scanning where no.
CT scanning timin peke. CT scanner is a X-ray, but the PET scan takes it from the cells we're saying living cells. It can really tell you what is going on in the cells. And no, it shows the cancer cells clear on it. How they should adjust the medication for you. It's a baby sour Hannah. I think it's about oncologists because they are doing well, but no any hand they are really having, because once we be acquire cancer treatment after a year we can't do year no we free mu and I say assign ba no assign cause so
identifying ni ho.
That's it.
Enti moja ne clot sa no na say ye your surgeons ye ana
that be no injection placing no injections no no you're taking it for about 4 months. That injections, and then I think during the 4th month.
4 months, say.
One every day.
I mean, what panier every day, sir, but so many night.
Yeah.
Now, what India was, and some India over 1 year.
Almost 7 months.
Almost 7 months.
And to tell you, any pioneer, Samai.
I shall have any papa.
Maybe I find.
Yeah, me, I don't.
Who are panier, Debia, but so many night.
That one will cry 9.
Masa, yeah, them he da 7. Yes, your trousers say remember, but we are Bema what that. We are Bema pa. To where you know when it's him.
Yeah.
Mummy and the person more.
Yeah.
Bema mini fear for the anchor. Banana tying in a hand.
Oh, mammy. Next week I saw the mommy bring me her. Auntie, I know you're in a year then.
Auntie, yeah, twice a year kimono in Kakaka. I went through the side effects. Easy.
Kimono side effects.
Yeah. First one, meeting winning in a echo off.
Oh.
Miss Skinny, a roy. Oshata, Kana. Does it a barrel to your more advice since I mean some clothing or not share cotton and I be a back at them and ever ya say be a trousers mirror not me skin I'll
rock
does it because kimono a coincide to kill all cells in the body, good and bad cells, into fast growing cells such as your skin, your nails, and your hair. When you're chewing na beko, ningina everything beko, and when num sube your crew, and yet throughout the 6 months, untimin didi. What I was living on was I don't make catch your fruits. And
when num be your crew, busumen tendo do go to
kimono. I know I shame. I can't remember some band say.
What can you make go as
I don't for being a issue be no more cocolebu near mano. I say a man chemo taps. And our man being till by a friend myself or started on the numa your cronum so a beco. I'm done so not 1,000 how many milligram or see 15. I'm so a beco. Maybe no 1 chemo drug. It was about 600 milligrams.
Ah.
Oh, no. I think Lydia, no, she didn't worry. So I was just encouraging
one
her.
tablet, no, 600 milligram.
Maybe they're not IV.
IV. 600 milligram.
Yes.
Hey. What do you call so? That's story you in there. Na yedin.
Na nyamiadom in kakaka battle to okoji chemo na every 3 weeks. First week, for the chemo, then the 2 weeks you battle with the side effects. Now, one of the side WBC cough from panting. They have to push you with injections to boost it up.
I want to injection.
Injection.
And then
injection. Why 1,000?
Oh, chemo there.
Chemo, they want to mean chemo. Even what that chemo no cry a mouth. And where your drugs combination now with the mom, drugs combination on the man. Also, I try protocol dose or and I watch day 1. So here we are. I say protocol dose third cycle. First one is supposed to be about 375 mg, but because of my situation, you're escalating to 600 mg.
I think about no money. Say
that's the protocol dose.
375. That's the standard.
375.
Yeah.
And I would get into
man 600.
Chama.
Run wakun.
Oh, have him. So what? Because why am I not here? Ha.
Let's see. It wasn't easy. See, one a year and have your white blood cells and a ma treatment in much kakrano. Because into certain level, I want to inquire the next one.
Yeah.
And see in kakrana, you battle with it, Anna. Yamiadum, yadi ekoko ye. Na you back to Ghana.
It's more common 7 months.
Almost 7 months.
Na mobile.
And some we Indians.
It's 7 months, no. Yeah, what penny.
A true baby can make a blood transfusion. Mojana echo from cry. I quite remember one time I had an issue with gastritis. Pandiana na me war for glycine also, and my stomach bleeding kaka. It's a more rushing me call a emergency, and also so for a whole week, and then no water, no food, but in drone infusion and guanine injections. Normally, a fight that gastritis and also so. But one thing I like about the Indians, they are very proactive. Bibia, a bit too bia, and quickly no, they will try to investigate first and then give you medication. On call hospital, on doctor and find out going through bibita. I remember one time you rushing me for emergency, then na menya abdominal pains. It's almost they rushed me to do a CT scan. When normal CT scan, I say show overall be near my tie now. I was wearing trousers in the top. The metal from emergency bed rushing me straight to the CT scan machine just to find out because they don't want to lose life.
They don't want to
lose life. Your life comes first. See, I'm quite checking on who said that's the situation. Then they started the treatment quickly, and they had a supportive care for cancer treatment too. They have a supportive care. So with chemotherapy aftermath, all the effect now be filmed. We be to it can easily go over there, and that's another challenge. So there's no supportive care for our cancer patients. So mukoji chemotherapy to go back. I can't remember unfortunately Madame for Bako Lusune Mami because of the supportive care. Time I may call around investigations concerning me issue no starting in chemo no. I think she started on Wednesday and she died on Friday. Oje first one no. Then the next day she started complaining of stomach ache. And I know to me. Then they took her to a private hospital. For the first one, they called Kolebu. Then they told them, so no, a referral place. So I'm finding call polyclinic and I said a private place. And Sana, I'm more referral. But the hospital that I went to, when you have such incidents, you come back there, then they assist you. They give you that supportive care and make sure that you are stable. Through some more call around, unfortunately, Mammy, a film.
Wow.
Son, echo by.
Oh my God.
Okay. Chama, me hoye mbi. Fifi, yem fancy I better trust next week.
O'Brien, the campaign t-shirts, maybe not. The interesting aspect of this conversation, they say, after you're hearing, my chairman, and you call from her say, yeah, my memo castle, the way na say, come the air conference. And come in the answer, they pay any baby tea, and I got down the uncommon. Any idea, the auntie, you do honor. Or did he? Any as you idea and come on the Sabi, and some idea, Biana.
Jokes.
Yeah, jokesy. Emma, Okay, say,
bra.
Okay, say, yes, you also, or the ya. And I mean, no first and then she bear she pie, no any pabonini. I mean, that kind of thing. Then she started having a conversation that's not started our story. Strangely, as all can I didn't command or catch him say, oh, say, oh, ne me, and he or no crying me. Nam say, be a TV. No, he said, we lived, maybe fear near, they lived next to our house. And me catch her and say, me mamma crying, be a Google Sabe Nadim, because my mamma and giant. At that time when Mr. Bonayo be at papa minimum power when I was growing up now, me pet of still cry manager. You know, so it was
you
like
believe it
wow, like yeah.
No, so minimum mammy papa de onimupa, mamma crass or tablet of Susano.
I maybe black and white. So it's so close. Like it was like something be a far away or be our bedding and come about cancer, bepe space, no akasa about cancer. You see, it's a topic that people really don't talk about it. And sometimes when somebody has it, on to me who come because of the side effects now can was me down for pie left this world through that same, I think hers should be have been breast cancer. At time we didn't know anything about it. They didn't even tell us. I'm sure my mommy didn't even know it was cancer. They only knew say the teen wear tutu and stuff like that. Yeah, something that is really not. Mommy Beatrice Riafi. And them say she brought that campaign awareness about Ghana. And yeah, easy. And yeah, easy. And yeah, easy. It's that sad. And a young girl like that to worry and Bia with kids. Sen Bia, ye did grow ha. And Bia and ka the same P at the buy. And I can imagine the trauma the husband went through during that process of more India. Nana yira unimno. Onye ni patuntum. Na all of a sudden it seemed we caught ne sem nyina ye tuntum ne body ne tete. Na onu ne dware no. I mean whether he would even have the way to so be dware na yire at that point no say dware na be a bit tikrawa ubetimi kra dia kire ne say oh honam ni bi na eti. I mean how he can even give support to the wife say ed na dear but krem. Because at that point, the only thing you can tell the person is say, have courage. Nyame wo ho. One in the bambam pie be nyame wo ho. And that's all you can tell the person. Apart from that, to be nyahoshe. And seeing her knowing say was signing death warrant. Say you could go or you could come back. Oh, me sure so betimi crack catch and yes, say my sign is away there. Why betimi agu betimi I mean it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. Mission is so about it.
You know what can say. No yare ndo yare. Na wo a wo hwa yare for no wo trauma wo kom ni ade no e na enafem kra. Enti wafa to no so say obebo cancer ho dero ya. Captain say fa ne de ma no on hye ne sesi a. On hye ne sesi a.
Yeah, bebo ho dero ti wo support. Say because it's not easy. No be betimi adi nkomo because at the moment we didn't with COVID. She's supposed to go back. COVID-19 lockdown and India see a COVID baby drew India she's still here because she has to go back review idea and stuff like that to declare whether
still I'm more expect so about for review.
I'm expect just last week mommy called Sweden Ghana a CT scan.
Okay.
Periodically mommy kokoye but I still need to do the PET scan. So okay. PET scan or Ghana there I don't need to go back. I can easily do it and then forward the results to them. Yeah. But because there's no PET scan here, they still need the PET scan result to confirm say
indeed there's a PET scan this particular one will be the final determination of whether there are traces and say it is completely gone and I will be saying wow.
And easy. I mean, she's gone through a lot, and I'm sure she's still because she even had an education.
How do you feel now?
You drink in and also
I'm doing much better than before. Say you know, and the fight hasn't been easy. There are days you feel very energetic, and there are days that you are so down you can't do anything. And see the recovery process in kakra na yokuso.
I see. And what you are calling for now are two things. One is a PET scan machine, and then second one, which is also equally important, the supportive care.
Yeah.
because chemo no so trigger other things to also happen to you. Unya thrombosis no mo na ne kan but aha no unya sana say uyemu ye o say now the nam and they say utina ye there doctor bi wa fa drone effect side effect near there, so you have to go back to the same people to put you on that supportive care. That one is killing us a lot. Mami alas obai with colon cancer near there, I'm sure she has a similar situation. We ya okọ ofie nu afi but within some time I say the condition asanso aggravated bi na so asanso go back.
Another challenge Ghana want is say any cancer center as a government. And to look at the chemo, I make 24-hour chemo. I know say chemotherapy, but it's on daycare. Okay. We are now coffee. So imagine me taking that 24-hour chemo. Where was I going to be kept?
Yeah.
So, yes. Yeah. If I was supposed to take that in Ghana here, and see, I appeal to the government, say, by oncologists, we have good doctors. Send your COVID by the way Ghana were able to handle it. I'm sure that when we equip our hospitals and our doctors, well, they will come out and do good work like what the others are also doing outside. That's the main reason why I came out today. Say, one, to send a message of hope to other cancer patients that there's life after cancer. Don't.
That's where I want to come in, because then even within the studio, it was looking like a profile cell. Cancer is terminal. At all costs. They feel say you can't recover, you can't survive. Cry, no, stuff like that. But we need to know.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, next week. Next week, I am mamra. Person who that. Minyan we ukunu. Yenyanko ukunu hokra. I mean.
Yeah, enough from.
Charlie, must all your bema.
Yeah, Nana say for having that courage to even. Talk about it, discuss it, and for even the pictures I'll try during that time, whether she will survive or not, no much pictures, as if she had that, you say a campaign where free way move fear, she will carry that mantle.
It wasn't an easy experience, and it's the worst thing you can wish for your enemy. I told myself, I said,
it's even the worst thing
can wish for your
worst enemy.
Man can be you better trust next week.
You better trust, so they will add the appeal part to it.
Appeal part and everything, how we came out with all these things.
For the support center and then the PET scan and Nemaka account. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us.
Kwame Mamenko Maku company limited, a natural water Maku natural mineral water for us na me peduma ma me peduma ma na ya bobo ya writer utumi twi abobo ya titiri na wo mo a etwi nsuo de no why you be pen na wo peduma ya obetimi afrem ma 2 natural mineral water na omomo na sempo se obetimi abage pure water no utumi bage o bage wi a utumi paake ye pede o experience dada yeah obetimi aye na adwuma na kwa wano areas na ye hwehwe wo mo aye adwuma ni bia obetimi aye adwuma no amasaman poku ase ofanko barrier ashalaga obeye satellite pobi mine ensawom kwa benya ensakina manyira na afa samsam adwuma na mu dia was apeman last stop sapeman upper road and number 0246 579 387 0246 579 387 and no and our best friend said I'll bet me I could pay you many biayo. Now come in and I pay common ye a generating interest pa na.
Okay.
Then you know a far a year chairman race here MPP.
The possible candidate. Those who may come or those who want to